Hey, welcome back to Upper Michigan. Today we are live at Strega Nonna Italian restaurant here in Negaunee with owner and chef Rachel Grossman. Before we talk about some events, we want to give you a tour around the space if you've never been in here before and, show you why you might want to stop in. So we're starting here at the door in front of this cute little marketplace.
Yeah, so this is our Strega Marketplace. Actually, this building historically was called the Negaunee Bazaar, and it was a dry goods shop. And so we're calling this the Negaunee Bazaar still, back to its 1870 roots. And we are we're kind of working on building this out more. We're going to offer more food items, imported goods, but we do sell olive oils, balsamic vinegars, we have some fancy salt, we have some nice chocolates, we've got some fancy pickled peppers, and then of course we have our, merch. We have our Strega Nonna teas, and we've got our, sweatshirts and onesies for babies. We've got these cool little, coming into winter, we've got these cool little headbands and hats, and of course witch hats, and then fuzzy bunnies and fun things for kids, kind of an ode to the Strega Nonna book, which we are kind of named after. So keeping it fun and family oriented.
And, these are all really unique pieces. And then you kind of keep walking into your space and the uniqueness continues on.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about what you were trying to accomplish with the design of this place.
Yeah, so I picked out the colors because it's kind of mimicked after the little towns in Italy, like the Amalfi Coast or Burano or Cinque Terre, where there's kind of pastel houses and they're all different colors, and it creates this really bright, happy feeling. I went with kind of a shade brighter, more the Burano style, just because it's so dark and cold here in the winter, and I wanted people to walk in and feel like, okay, it's 0 degrees outside and I need an umbrella drink. I am coming to Strega Nonna and gonna pretend like it feels warm, it feels like we're somewhere warm and sunny and bright. So.
And this is Enzo's room, right? Yeah. And so I don't think this was complete when we were here last time. So the fantastic octopus on the wall. What is this?
Yeah, so this is Enzo the octopus. This was done by Hannah Milkey, a local muralist in our area. I always wanted an octopus wall, and so I kind of mentioned it, and she was like, let's make this happen. So Enzo's room, we do some bigger parties back here, private parties. Technically, that's actually a pool table. We built the top for it because I wanted to keep the table. So this is just kind of our cozy little bonus room, or sometimes we use it for events for kind of staging, which we'll talk about in a little bit.
Well, let's get to that. Let's get to that.
Might as well talk about
yes, we have Laith Crow on the stage over here to join us in on this conversation because there are a bunch of events coming up. I guess we'll pop up here. Go ahead.
Might as well get on the stage.
Let's all jump up on the stage.
Have a squad with Laith Crow. So. Something that has been happening here at Strega Nonna are different drag events, which is pretty interesting and unique to Negaunee. I feel like this is kind of new. So why bring that to this area?
I think it just kind of merges that culture, and brings people closer together, and just I don't know. It's a fun event. It gets people out. If you're kind of on the fence about it, there's not been a person that has come to an event I've not had a good time, so it's just one of those, get you out and kind of just bring the community togetger.
And I know you have one coming up, so explain what happens at these events. What can people expect if they come to one?
Lots of entertainment. We've got comedy bits, we've got, grungy, it's Halloween, so it's going to be, everybody's going to be festive, it's going to be dressed up, we're going to have a Halloween costume contest. So come dressed, it's a witch costume contest. So come dressed up in your finest witch costume, and there's just going to be lots of little skits, little entertainment, dance party afterwards. Good food. If you've never eaten here, you need to come and eat here. It's a whole experience.
If you've never been to a drag show before, why should you come? Why is it worth checking out?
I think that people have a lot of fear of what a drag show is, and I think that once you experience it, it's really no different than going and watching a play or something like that. It's just we get into a character, and we take many characters, and we're lip singing and we're putting it out there for making it believable that we're actually performing this bit. So it's just something that you can come and dance. It's immersive. You'll interact with the performers. So, if you're kind of on the fence about that, just give it a try.
And Rachel, these have become kind of a staple of what Strega Nonna is about, events. You've held a number of them, all kinds of different events. How have they been going, and what do you have planned coming up in the future?
So the events have been amazing. I love the events the most. We pick a theme or we have a special guest star, and it just creates this really fun vibe. We're trying to create joy here. So the drag show will certainly create a lot of joy. So we actually we've done a lot of benefits. We just did a benefit concert benefiting Great Lakes Recovery, which was a smash success. We were like wall to wall with people in here. It was really an amazing benefit, and the artist was incredible all the way from Nashville. And on deck we have, of course, the drag show and Halloween. So we're gonna kind of do like a spooky themed menu, which once we hop in the kitchen, I'll show you some of that stuff. So we're gonna do that. And actually the day before the drag show, if you're like freaking out about your witch costume, we're actually gonna have a little witch hat kind of workshop with a former employee, and she is going to kind of help us dress up our witch hats, and so we can be the witchiest witch of ourselves, and win that contest.
I love that.
So we're going to be doing that on Wednesday with kind of, wine and design your witch hat. And then after that, we've got our Piemontese dinner series. So we love here to kind of pick just a region of Italy, because though Italy is like a tiny country on a map, it's like so vast in the food of each region. So like I'm actually a South girl. I love the South, but we're doing a Piemontese dinner, kind of a nod to how many Piemontese and northern Italian people that we have in our area. So it was a really popular one. We actually did that one back in the spring, and we're going to kind of bring it back. I'll show you a couple things in the kitchen on that as well.
And we're going to talk more about this too. We're getting the wrap up sign. We have to take another quick break, but when we come through, we've got all details on this dinner series and more. So stick around.
Awesome.